The squirrel can talk as well.
What?
You can do the last mic.
You need to understand
I was
squirrel.
expecting a little bit more, but yeah, okay. Squeak, squeak. Yeah, okay. Oh, gosh. Oh, well.
Came out natural.
Man, this show catches me in my finest moments. So, hi everyone. We're here with another episode of What's Up Mainframe. This time we are excited to have the winners of this past year's hackathon. If you've been following the podcast, you know we did an episode generally about hackathons last year with Mike Webb. Each year in Broadcom, towards the end of the year, November, December, we have a hackathon. It's across the company, and it covers a variety of themes. And there are different levels, there's presentations to judges, etc., hopefully providing business value to end customers. In any case, it's kind of exciting this year because the winners were from right here in the Prague office, right behind where I sit. And so I'm really happy to be joined by them. Foremost among them, ZED, the squirrel, who, I mean, it's really incredible that he won. I mean, how does he type with such a big acorn in his hands? In any case, let's find out more from the whole team. Welcome, everyone. And so I want to jump right in. What was it that you guys set out to do as part of this hackathon?
We decided to make some tool which helps a customer to identify and fix some issue during the adoption, installing any product, let's say. So in general, some small pieces to verify configuration, system environment, if there is all security configuration done. And after that, if there is anything missing, provide some commands how to fix it. So customers should have better experience because they don't need to call support and they can fix it immediately without any.
And this is around core product installation or the REST APIs specifically?
It is focused on the REST APIs. Yes.
All right. And so, I mean, obviously you mentioned, avoiding having to open cases or something, but what is some of the business value behind this project, Elliot?
Well, so some of the reasoning behind the project, I mean, I think we were, as a team, we were well placed to actually tackle this problem because we, as a team, we're the authors of a REST API SDK that teams use within Broadcom to build out their REST APIs. And so, we have good sort of subject matter expertise in APIs, but also we're called upon to support customers as they install and configure their REST APIs, occasionally. And so I think, we were in sort of a unique position in that we had a good view on, some of the challenges that they could face when they actually come to install and configure these REST APIs. And so, because we're often called on to support these customers as they hit these issues, the idea of a validation utility where they could actually, hopefully, solve some of the blocks that they're coming across without needing to contact us as customer support, that was obviously very attractive to us. So, so we had some of the knowledge around, some of the things that some of the challenges that they're facing. So we knew kind of, where to focus our energy. And then, the idea of a validation usually just seemed common sense to us, really.
So Pavel, the genesis of the idea came from you were getting tired of support cases and things.
Not say tired, but it becomes from these several cases because many times you said it is so easy to fix it, but so many people are involved and there is pending or spending time for that and waiting. So if we have some small tool and just check this, it will be clear and it was very easy to find this idea.
It frees up those communication chains that build up over time.
Yeah, definitely.
Given what you did accomplish during the hackathon, what are actually the next steps with this project?
It's probably a big question for Elliot because as the product manager...
yes, the inevitable, yes, product management has to have
Here
their
is always
say-so.
The question about the priority and when we do what, right? So.
Yeah, so next steps. Well, first of all, I don't think we expected to win, so that was amazing that we actually won. And kudos to all of you for developing such a great utility. And we know, as I said, earlier on, it solves real world issues. potentially. So these are real challenges that our customers are facing, and the utility can really, help them overcome those challenges. So that's the first thing. So we know that there's real potential for the utility. So it's a hackathon. It needs polishing, developing further, but it fits overall with some of the strategic objectives that we have for 2026 in terms of adoption of REST APIs. And making that adoption easier, smoother for our customers, so that they can fulfill those use cases that they have with those APIs. So it absolutely fits with our strategic direction. So I think it's a no-brainer, really. I think we're definitely looking to pick it up, polish it some more, and see if we can eventually at some point get it into the hands of our customers.
Oh, and you guys are probably already secretly working on it more, aren't you?
Shouldn't tell.
You didn't hear that, Elliot. You didn't hear that. All right, that's exciting. And I'm sure people will be happy to have that kind of utility so that they can do the checks for themselves.
I hope so, yeah.
That's excellent. Will they get a free squirrel?
Digital one.
Digital one? Oh, even better. Perfect. Great overview to the project and kind of the business value behind it, but how did the actual hackathon go? So 2 days, well, a design day, then 2 days of coding. So, one of you want to share, what was your plan of attack, actually, for bringing this project to life? Did you just follow the squirrel?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, as usual.
Super leader, yeah.
As usual, we started on the design day, like meeting together, starting. I mean, we had a rough idea, we had the title of what we wanted to do, but we needed to really sit down and start bringing it to the real world, right? And really what we wanted to do, but above all, how much we could do in 2 days of development, right?
Of course.
The ideas start flowing, but the scope needs to be, shortened a little bit to fit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, you mentioned narrowing the scope because you only have a couple days. So what did you kind of focus in on doing?
Well, I focused on doing the security commands because I knew exactly 2 more commands than the rest of them.
Nice.
So I was the expert.
Okay. So you were focusing on the security aspect, and you guys?
We split this is based on REST API SDKs, and most of them are based on Java. So we, as Java developers, split together with Pavel, of course, and in the different parts of what we wanted to do, right? So we had to do, let's say, parsing of configuration files. So one of us took that.
Okay.
Others needed to verify things on COS, let's say, for real. So another one focused on that, and reporting, for example. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, basically the goal was to prove the technical feasibility of the solution. So we designed the framework for the whole solution and fill it with some examples that verify that it can actually work in some places.
Okay. So then what were you able to achieve? So you created the utility, but for specific product or something that can be used generally?
So again, this is based on Java and specifically on the SDK that we develop here at Broadcom. So most of the APIs for existing products are already based on the SDK.
Yep.
So whatever we did it thinking on the SDK. So any product that's based on the SDK
It's going to have
in the future, take advantage of this.
That's
feature.
fantastic. Okay. In any case, congratulations to you guys. And we'll be excited to see when the utility actually becomes available because, yeah, for products that use the SDK, 16 different ones for which this would be a great help. It's quite an exciting thing. Prioritize it, man.
Man, another hackathon in the books. Oh, I need a coffee. Oh. Is that a double? Is that a double?
We don't set that